Good afternoon and welcome to Morning Meets AI. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be talking about Marvel Legends Nimrod. It was released a few years ago, and I didn't really have an action figure today to talk about, so I just walked into my roommate's room and grabbed something that seemed quite interesting, and it's Nimrod. I mean, after all, Nimrod is a very interesting character in X-Men, and I just felt like, why not show it with you? I also brought out of his room one of the spare heads to his Sentinel, his Marvel Legends Hasbro HasLab Sentinel. Uh, Figured I'd bring it out so we can do a size comparison with it in Nimrod. Um, to those of you who don't know, Nimrod is the ultimate Sentinel. He's the culmination of hundreds of years of Sentinel technology, or something like that. He is the pinnacle of Sentinel technology. He is the ultimate Sentinel, and the only negative to him is that he is not as a giant, tall mecha like the rest of the Sentinels, which is one of the reasons I downgrade him a bit in my mind, because after all, I'm a fan of giant mecha. So giant Sentinels are where it's at. These smaller Sentinels are just not as fun. It's like, comparing the RX-78 to the F-91. And one of them, the F-91's a more powerful machine. It can go faster and stuff, but it's still, it's not a giant mecha. It's a lot smaller. So let's discuss this today. But before I do, please, if you wouldn't mind, go below and hit the like button to help me raise awareness for the blind. Hit the share button. Share it with r/blind because they don't, the moderator doesn't like me. And subscribe if you want to subscribe. That would help me out a lot too. And I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers before January 23rd, my this channel's third birthday. One of the goals of this channel was to get to 1,000 subscribers by year 3. So if you could help me accomplish that, that would be amazing, and I'd be much appreciated. Thank you so much for even clicking on this video in the first place and watching a blind guy play with toys that he can't see, but I can see it with my hands, and that's what this is about. We are going to describe to you today, or I'm going to describe to you today, this guy's articulation, his textures, his weight, his sculpt work, and whatnot. And hopefully it's a good show, and maybe a cat will show up. If Cream isn't too lazy. Cream, are you being lazy? Cream cat. Yeah, he's upset. Probably eating. He's an orange cat, so he's usually sleeping or eating. Those are his two favorite things. Or, waking me up from a nap. And that he also enjoys that. So let's talk about this. And yeah, he's got this really weird thing on his back. We'll talk about that first. I like this thing. I don't know what it's like these weird little legs or wings for him. He's got 6 of them, 3 on each side, and they come out like the legs of an insect. They even have kind of the thin body of an insect. I think it'd been really cool if this piece could actually, if it could be removed, and just kind of had something on it so that you could put it on a flight stand. Like he had a drone that hangs out on his back that he can have fly around and investigate for him. I think that's a missed opportunity for Nimrod right there. That's for sure. Let's compare him to this head real quick. We'll pick up Nimrod's arms like this. Give you a twisty. There you go. Give your elbows a squeeze or twist. All right, and then hey, get your elbow going. There you go. That's a good Nimrod. Now let's see if Nimrod can carry the head. No. Nimrod is not able to carry. This head is way too heavy for Nimrod. But we can put the head on top of Nimrod, and now you have a bobblehead. Bobble, 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 wobble, bobble. Okay, we're done having fun with that. All right, let's talk about Nimrod's articulation here. Well, one more size comparison. Let's get him with 2022's best figure of the year in Blind Prime's opinion, which is right here, my good old friend, the Cobra Bat. So let's get the Cobra Bat involved. And oh wow, Cobra Bat, you are a robot that is not holding a torch to this robot. Cobra Bat, top of his head goes below where the face stuff for Nimrod even starts, and Nimrod can actually like bear hug him. Yes, squeeze. So, wow. Cobra Bat, you are outmatched today, even in all sorts of scaling sizes. That is a crazy difference in size. Nimrod is taller and so much wider, and his foot is so much bigger than your foot. Good God! You wear like a size 14, and Nimrod wears like a size 80. Okay, that's Nimrod compared to Bat. Now let's go ahead and go over Nimrod's Well, I don't have any of his accessories, but we can go over his articulation. So his shoulder pads don't hinge up, so they're static. They stay there. They do move around slightly. They wobble, but because they don't hinge up, you really can't get a very tall um, connection out of his shoulder. You can't really bring it up to its full length. You can spin the shoulder because that shoulder pad is attached to the rotation cuff for the shoulder, but you can't raise the shoulder up too far without the pad getting in the way. That's just a little thing on that. Now, articulation wise, for the elbow, does he have double jointed elbows? And no, he does not have double jointed elbows. You would think he does. You would think he does, especially since like his elbow bit is still back there, but there's no creases or anything. That is solid molding. So they just molded his elbow into the back of his triceps instead of giving him double jointed elbows. Kind of a shame. I mean, he's big enough to have double joints. I don't know why you wouldn't give him double joints. The dude's large enough for it. Yeah, there's no double joint there. That's sad. That's sad. Unless it's really sticky, but I don't think it is. And I'm not really going to try it too much because this isn't mine, it's my roommate's. His head doesn't move. He has no head swivel at all. His hand does swivel around, and his his hands don't open or shut. They are static open hands. It's just a shame. Movement-wise, he can move a little to his left on his core. He can move a little to his right on his core, but he can't really move too far. You can't give him a 360-degree spin. And coming down here, he doesn't have any sort of core articulation. Well, wait. He does. He's got some core articulation, but it's not much. It allows him to move forward slightly and backwards slightly. Coming down here to his legs, he can kick forwards, not very far. There's a lot of armor between him and kicking forwards, so that's the extent of his kick forwards. not even 30 degrees. Kick back, nothing. He can't kick backwards. He's got very stiff legs. Kick sideways, he can't really kick sideways either. His legs don't do that. Knees, he does have double jointed knees, which is really nice. It'd be really even cooler if his leg could actually move forward enough for him to sit on something. But we can actually move this leg forward a bit, and we can bend these knees down like that. And there we go. He's that's his equivalent of sitting. Yeah. He's a squeaky guy. Just set him back up. There it goes. And there it goes. Okay, coming down here to the feet, we've got no sort of ankle rotation. He does have thigh rotation, though. I forgot to mention that. And then down here to the feet do move around slightly, but there's a lot of armor on either side of his bell bottoms, so you can't really move them too much. Now let's get into sculpt work. We're going to start from the bottom of the feet like we always do here at More Than Meets the Eye. And look at that. He's actually got these things sculpted into the bottoms of his feet. He didn't need those, and I appreciate the fact that they are there. Now, is there a stand hole in there anywhere? Is there a peg hole? No peg hole. No peg hole. It's okay. He's got some nice feetsies, but no peg holes. Now, we're going to come up here to those toes. I don't like what his toes do here. I think they went a little too much on the sock-footed approach for his feet. They're really socky. I think they could have done a little bit better with the sculpt work for the toes at the top. They could have made it feel more of an aggressive foot, and this is more of a rounded off foot. It just feels like he's got socks on. And then we come over here to his bell bottoms, turn him around. His bell bottoms are really nicely sculpted. This sculpt work is very smooth and fresh. It doesn't. You got a few things in there, like there's some tiny little lines cut into the plastic at the towards the bottom of the bell bottom, but coming up, not so much. It's very smooth armor plating going all the way around. After all, he fights Wolverine and stuff, so he doesn't need armor plating that can have edges in it, or else Wolverine can get those claws in. So he's got to have this smooth armor plating to stop Wolverine's claws and other things from trying to break into his inner workings. His core is super armored to protect his brain and stuff. And coming up here, we've got some really great fun textures at the core of him. You got these more armor. It feels like it may be a different type of armor, almost a cloth-like armor coming up. Then in the center, he's got this triangle thing. That's actually a different piece of plastic in there. That's pretty fun. And it reminds me a lot of Iron Man's weird triangle thing on his chest. So that's neat. Maybe he stole it from Iron Man. And coming over here on the sides, we've got his arms. We got the shoulder pads we talked about earlier. They feel great. His arms feel great. It's all a lot of smooth plastic, smooth metal texture, honestly. And this guy, he doesn't believe in really marking up his body too much with other things. That's it for him. He's very smooth and very sleek. It feels amazing. Like they did the texture they put on this guy. It's nice. He's got a nice feel to him. He's a really nice figure. I can see why so many people like him. I like him. I'm gonna honestly give him I give him a 9 out of 10 overall rating. He's also got some heft to him. He's a hefty guy. The only reason I'll give him a 9 out of 10 is because he didn't have double jointed elbows when his arms totally are big enough for double jointed elbows. And these shoulder pads don't have a hinge at the top area so that he can raise his arms up higher. That is a bit of an overlook in my opinion. The Toy Biz Sentinel did something similar with shoulder pads. Toy Biz Sentinel? Toy Biz Sentinel. Oh no. Why are you way over there, Toy Biz Sentinel? I grabbed my Toy Biz Sentinel, but all I pulled away was the foot. So, I mean, we can take a look at his foot. Toy Biz Sentinel versus Nimrod, foot-wise. Oh yeah. Nimrod is as tall as the Toy Biz Sentinel. What's up, Cream? What's up? You watching the camera? Huh? Huh? Who's a good Cream? So let's see if we can actually grab my Toy Biz Sentinel. He fell over, way over here. Come here, Sentinel. Why are you so far away? Okay. Alright, Toy Biz Sentinel. Here. Life has not been too kind to you. Poor guy. Poor guy. Let's put your leg back into place, huh? Oh, where's your leg at? Here you go. There you go, Toy Biz Sentinel. Put your leg back in there. That's a good Toy Biz Sentinel. Why are you so stretched out? Okay, all right. We're gonna work on you. You're taking up a lot more space than you normally do, Toy Biz Sentinel. What's going on with you? Whew, this thing is old. This thing can actually drink now, I think. All right, so Toy Biz Sentinel, you're really tall, so we're just nuts. Your leg fell out again. Let's just set that faulty leg over there, and we're gonna lay you down so we can do this. Cool. We'll go ahead and remove this arm because I think this is the one that can. Yep, there it goes. All right. So in the Toy Biz Sentinel, he has similar armor plating on the sides, but they added a joint in there so this armor plate can go up, or move this guy over here so you can see better. It can go up or it can fold down. And I did like this because when you don't have the arm there, you can actually fold this panel down over that arm section, and I think that's just an extra added bit. They knew it was a Build-A-Figure. You may not be able to get both arms, so adding this to the Toy Biz Sentinel to kind of cover up a missing section of arm was quite clever. I think that is one of the best things about this Sentinel are these shoulder pads. That's pretty cool. All right. Toy Biz Sentinel, you can just go lay down over there again. Hopefully I don't break anything when I set you down. Seeing as you lost an arm and a leg doing this video. This video cost Toy Biz Sentinel an arm and a leg. Anyway, that's about all I got to tell you about Nimrod here. He is an excellent figure. I think he was worth the shelf price. I don't know how much he's going for these days, but definitely a fun action figure overall. He's got a lot of great feel to him. He's got a lot of character to him. He's got that oomph of that weight. He's a weighty guy. He's a big guy. And he is a perfect guy for any X-Men collection, in this humble YouTuber's opinion. And thank you so much for watching today's video. Tomorrow we're going to be covering, I think I'm going to just cover some G2 Seekers, or I'm going to cover the transformation of Axle Grease, or just cover Axle Grease, because I don't know if I covered Axle Grease on this channel yet or not. But we will cover that when we cover that. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and please remember to take time out of your day to have some fun for yourself. Thank you for watching, and until next Prime, bye-bye for now.